Alrighty, thank you for coming. One quick story. So when I was young, I asked my mom, how do you remember things? Like when I'm like a lot of times you want to remember something and you're in an inconvenient spot, like you're about to fall asleep, or like maybe you're in the shower or whatever. So I remember it today. Because I was in the shower and I wanted to remember something, and then I remember my mom told me, if you take something and put it out of place, like in the middle of your carpet or something that shouldn't be there, like if it happens to me in the middle of the night, what I'll do is I'll take one of my pillows and just throw it into the middle of the room. So when I wake up, I'll say, why the heck is that? Excuse me, why is that pillow in the middle of the room? And then I'll connect to that moment when I threw it out. And then I'll say, oh yeah, I'm supposed to, plug my computer in for charging or something. And I found that really useful over time. And I thought that was, I'll have to ask my mom someday where someone must have told her. And we all tell each other all these things so that we can just keep passing it on. And we're going to stay seated. So let me just back it up a little bit so that you can see. Yvette's here. Hello.
Hello.
And we'll cross the legs. You can cross them lightly or heavily. And you want to do a couple Kundalini moves?
Sure.
Okay. So let's start with the spine real straight and the hands on the knees. And we'll do some our normal vinyasa work, but I want to start out nice and easy. So like you have a pencil on your head, pointed up to the ceiling, we'll draw a big circle on the ceiling, just moving the spine. Keep the spine straight to the top of the head, and we're just moving a big circle, all the way out. We're breathing in the nose, drawing the breath in, pushing the breath out. Excellent. Let's go the opposite direction. Good. And back to center. We're going to do this one as an individual play thing. I think we did it Monday as a part of another pose. But we're going to reach the right arm up. Then we're going to reach it down the back, and we're going to take the left hand and grab the elbow. The head's going to push back against the arm so that we can face straight forward. You can hold the core a little bit. We're going to draw the breath in and push the breath out. And continue breathing. Sitting up real tall. All right, let's switch. So left arm all the way up and then down the back. Right hand grabs the elbow, head against the arm. Again, sitting up tall and breathing. Good. And then let's real easy stand. So I'm going to stay up close so that you can see my legs, but my head's going to probably go out of frame. And we're going to take one foot and step it over the other. And then we're going to forward fold. Now, if you're super flexible, you could just put your hands on the ground so you can hold yourself so you just don't dump too much. I don't have that problem. So I'm just going to let my body hang. And then you can circle in the arms so we get the shoulders kind of activated before we do our vinyasa work. And we continue breathing, and on every out breath, we're just letting the head drop down and the back drop down through the top of the head. And we're doing that long breathing in and out through the nose. Great, and then stay in the forward fold and switch the feet over to the other side. And you could continue with the circles, or you could pendulum with the arms. And just let that head drop. Every time you breathe out, let the head drop down a little more. Good, so we're going to stay mostly in forward fold. Bring the feet together, big toes touching, ankles a little bit apart. We're going to put the hands on the shins, and we're going to look up and lengthen the flat back through the eyeballs. And then on an out breath, we're going to forward fold. Good, we're going to look up, lengthen the spine through the eyeballs, and we're going to forward fold. And again, look up, lengthening the spine through the eyeballs. That's forward fold. And again, we look up, spine through the eyeballs, and we forward fold. Engage the core. Let's come all the way up, reaching out into the sky. We're going to bring the hands down through the heart center. We push into the earth and we circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low again. We look up and we forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Down again through the heart center. Back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding again, fingers low. We look up and we forward fold. Back up, couple more of these. Down again through the heart. Breath in, back up. Breath out, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, we forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Down again through the heart center. Breath in, back up. Breath out, forward fold, fingers low. Look up, lengthen the back. Forward fold, back up. This is the one. We're coming up again. Down through the heart center. We push into the earth. We circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding. We're going to look up, and from here, we're going to step back to the top of a push-up. We'll stay at the top of push-up for the first one, just clenching the legs and the core. And we lower down, up dog, rolling forward, tight legs, and down dog. Nice, let's bend the right leg, push the opposite heel towards down, and we're going to step a little bit back and forth in place. Good, walk or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, and we forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out into the sky, down through the heart center. Breath in, back up. Breath out, forward folding. And we look up. We step back, top of push-up again, lower or drop. Up dog, legs tight. And down dog, pulling up and back. You could stay still looking at the stomach, or you could come up on the toes on the in-breath, down with the heels on the out-breath. Good, take your time, but keep having that head tucking even if you're moving, even if you're staying still. Breathing in the nose as long as you can make it. All right, walk or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up. Before we fold, back up, reaching out and up, down through the middle. Breath in, back up. Number 3. Forward folding again, fingers low. We look up, we step back, top of push-up, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. And we stay right here, remembering if you like, you can rest. Breathing, looking at the belly. All right, step hop, top of the mat, toes together. We look up and we forward fold. Come on up, let's intertwine all but the pointing fingers. We're gonna come straight up to the ceiling. We're gonna lengthen and we're gonna arch back a little bit. Good, and then take the feet apart. With the feet up, we're gonna lean over to the right. And we're gonna lean over to the left. Good, and back to center, arms down. Let's bring the feet back together again, big toes touching. Excellent, jumping. I should try that. Let's sit in chair. Good, up, over, forward folding. We look up, we step back again, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, down dog. Warrior 1, right foot stepping to the outside of the center line, almost to the wrist, left foot turns out. Let's come up. Those of you that want can reach that left arm forward. It helps me turn the rib cage to face the front of space. We're going to hold here a little longer than we normally do today. Good, touch the sky and hands back down. Step back, lower drop, up dog, down dog, and left side, right foot turning out. Back up. We're going to reach that right arm forward. We're going to breathe here and hold. Good, touch the sky, and again, hands back down. Step back, lower down, up dog, and down dog, and great. We're going to stay here looking at the belly. All right, step or jump, top of the mat. We look up, we forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair, and standing arms all the way down. Let's do a couple more, sit in chair. Good, up, over, forward folding. We look up, we step back, top of push-up, lower drop, up dog, down dog, right side again, warrior 1, back up. We're going to bring the hands in prayer above the head on this one, looking up, lengthening up. Great, hands back down, step back, lower down, up dog, and down dog, and left side. Right foot turning out, back up, hands in prayer again, looking up, lengthening up. And great, hands back down, step back, lower down, up dog, and down dog. And we'll stay in down dog, remembering if you like, you can rest, keep breathing. All right, hop on up, top of the mat. We look up, forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair, standing, arms down. Let's do 2 more. Sit in chair, please. Good. Up, over, forward folding. And we look up. And we step back, top of push up again. Lower down. Up dog. Down dog. Right side, warrior 1 again. Back up, hands in prayer again, above the head, looking up, lengthening up, maybe arching back. Great, hands back down, step back. Lower down, up dog, down dog, and left side, please. Right foot turns out. Back up, hands in prayer, lengthening up, maybe arching back. And excellent, hands back down, step back. Lower down, up dog, and down dog. And we breathe here. All right, hop on up, top of the mat. We look up, forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair, standing, shoulders back, tight core. One more as promised, sit in chair, up, over, forward folding. We look up, we step back, top, push up again, lower, up dog, down dog, right side, warrior one, hands in prayer, back up, looking up, lengthening up, maybe arching back. Excellent, hands back down again, step back, lower down, up dog, down dog, left side, stepping, right foot turns out, back up, hands up, looking up, lengthening up, maybe arching back. Perfect, hands back down, step back, lower down, up dog, and down dog, and nice. You're welcome to rest if you like, otherwise we breathe right here. Good, walk or jump, top of the mat. We look up, we forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair. Let's stay in chair. We're going to breathe here. You could bring the hands in prayer above the head, looking up if you like, or just arms like goalposts, straight up. Either way is fine. Let's breathe. Good, let's stand, take the feet apart, distance of the hips or shoulders. You can grab elbows or prayer. If you're very flexible, you can put the hands down. If you're not flexible like myself, just hold and let everything drop. You could bounce a little bit or just hang and breathe. Out breath lets the spine open a little further. Good, up, let's touch the ceiling. And on and out breath, we're going to come down with the peace fingers. We're going to grab the big toes, thumbs touching on the inside, elbows pulling away, top of the head reaching down, breathing in the nose. On an in breath, back up. Touch the ceiling. On an out breath, back down. Hands under feet from the front, toes touching the wrist. We stay here. Scratchy leg. Excellent. Let's stand. We'll take a moment. You can turn the thumbs out. You bring the feet back together. Let me catch a couple of breaths here. Okay. Vinyasa into standing series. We sit in chair again. Good. Up, over, forward folding. We look up. We step back, top of push-up. Lower or drop. Up dog. down dog, right side warrior two, right foot steps, back, up and out. Try to keep the knee over the ankle as best you can. Core tight, shoulders light, looking at the fingers in front of us, breathing. Straight the leg in the front. You're going to reach out a bit for a triangle. Right hand down, left arm up. Maybe hand on the shin. Maybe palms facing out. Lengthen the tail to the crown of your head. Maybe look up to the reaching hand. And both hands on the shin for a moment. We shorten the stance a couple of inches. We keep the left hand down, grip the right big toe into the mat. Reach the right arm up. You could put the back of the hand outside of the leg. If the hand gets down, the leg is, both legs are straight. Doesn't have to happen. Excellent. Hands back down. Step back again. Lower down. Up dog. Down dog. And left side, warrior two, please. We're going to hold here for a moment, like we did on the other side. Core engaged, shoulders light, knee over ankle. That means this way and forward, side to side, both ways. Great, straight the leg, reach out a bit, and triangle on the other side, left hand down, right arm up. Stay with the breath, stay getting tall. Both hands on the shin. Let's shorten the stance a couple of inches. Grip the mat with the foot in the front, the big toe. Left arm up, maybe back of the hand outside of the leg. Try to get length in the spine. Very nice. Hands back down, step back, lower down, up dog, and down dog. And we stay here. Breathing, looking at the navel. And step hop, top of the mat. We look up, we forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair. And stand, arms all the way down. Excellent. Let's do some more. Sit in chair. Good. Up, over, forward folding. We look up, we step back, time to push up again, lower down, up dog, down dog, right side again, warrior two, right foot steps, back up. We're going to do an extended side angle by taking the center of the right forearm and then reaching the left arm up and over. Back up. Looking along the elbow to the ceiling. I see the ceiling. Good. Back to warrior two. So the back foot could stay flat. You come to the ball, the foot we're swinging the arm from the back, the left arm outside of the knee, hands in prayer to the chest, fingers forward. You could also put the knee down in the back if you prefer. We're going to breathe here in the twist. You can look at the toes on the right foot or up to the ceiling. Let's get a few breaths without me talking. Great. Hands down again. Step back. Lower drop. Up dog. And down dog. And left side, please. Warrior two. Arms out. All right. Forearm on the leg, right arm up and over. We'll stay here looking at the ceiling along the elbow. Good, back to warrior two. Back foot could stay flat. You come to the ball of the foot, right arm swings through. You could put the knee down. Hands pull into the chest, fingers up to the face. Let's stay here and breathe. Hi, Bella. All right, hands back down, step back, lower down, up dog, down dog. Let's step the right foot up or whichever one you want, because we're going to come facing forward into a horse, but let's put the hands on the knees and let the body sink really down into the hands on the knees. Thank you. We're going to rotate the right shoulder forward. And then we're going to rotate the left shoulder forward. And back and forth. If you can, put the out breath on the forward movement. So the in breath would be in the center. So it ends up kind of slow when we do it like that. Good. Let's push the walls out as we sit on the horse. Normally you would have to hold the reins. There you go. All right, let's stand. Turn the toes so they run straight forward. We're going to reach straight up, breathing in, and then straight down on the out breath. Hands right under the shoulders. Fingertips on the line that the toes have made. Toe to toe, big toe to big toe. Maybe palms down. Reaching the top of the head towards down. Breathing in the nose. Good. Back up. Reach to the ends of the fingers, and then behind the back, we're going to intertwine. You can push the palms together. You could also have them apart. Back here, palms together is better releasing tension in the upper back, but palms apart comes more into the shoulder kind of stretch. So find your space, breathe. With the palms together, it's a little harder, but it is specific to the upper back, at least for me. Hi there. Good. Back up on the in-breath, touch the ceiling. On the out-breath, back down. We'll grab the shins, the ankles, or the big toes with the peace fingers. Elbows pulling out and away, top of the head reaching down. Let's stay down low, both hands over to the right. We'll rotate that left shoulder under and through. And over to the other side, please. Right shoulder under and through. Good, and back up. And let's bring the feet back together. You can shake it out a little bit. All right, we're going to do some balancing and standing stuff. Let's actually start with tree right here today. So standing on the left foot, we're going to lift that right leg up. If you can get it locked like so, I grab the ankle and pull it, and then it locks and hand to the heart. If it won't lock, put it out in the front, please. And we're going to stay here. We're going to take a long tree hold. Core is engaged, breathing in the nose. Great, let that down, step it out, and then let's do the other side. So I'm gonna come up close. So standing on the right, you grab the ankle in the left, or you could put it out in front. Hands to the heart if you like, or all the way up. I'm gonna do the same as I did on the other side. Great, let that down, step it out. Let's stand on the left again. We're gonna do right on right today. So the right knee comes up, right hand grabs the right knee. You could also take the peace fingers, grab the big toe, but the knee is the same as the standing foot, pointing straight forward, and we'll stay right here. Keep a hold of the knee or the foot, open the leg out to the right as you look to the left. Back to center, leg out on its own. So show me the bottom of the foot. Oh, let it down, step it out. Okay, standing on the right, we're going to lift the left. Left hand grabs the knee or extending the foot, grabbing the big toe. Standing up real tall and breathing. And let's open that leg out to the left as we look to the right. Sorry, that creepy whistling made me almost fall over. Creepy whistling. Good, back to center, show me the foot. Excellent, let it down. Let's squat, feet a bit apart, and we're gonna push the elbows against the knees, hands to the heart center. If you wanna do crow or headstand, you can, right here. We're just gonna stay here for a few breaths or maybe longer, so I might do headstand today. I'm not going to talk a lot about it. If you have a headstand practice, you want to do it, go ahead and do it. Otherwise, don't do it. On another day, we'll talk about it more. So from squat, let's come down to hands and knees. And we're going to do some cat and cow. So we want the knees about 2 fists apart, hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. And we're moving in the head and the back. Belly drops down, looking up, third eye on the in-breath, arching the back on the out-breath, looking at the legs. And just taking your time and moving nice and easy. Good. Back to center. Look over the right shoulder and see the tail. And over to the left side and see the other tail. Good. Back to center. So I'm going to come up so you can see it. Stay hands and knees, but we're going to turn the right hand in to face the left, and we're going to feed the left arm through, lying onto the shoulder and the side of the face. So let me get back a little bit. Through. And you can push that right hand against the mat, or you can lift it up and come around the back. I prefer pushing against the mat. It's much a better stretch in the full of my back. Good. Let's come up, and we're going to switch. Turn the left hand in so it's facing the right. It stays right there. And we're going to feed the right arm through. We'll push the left hand against the mat, or coming up, or just staying, however you like. Good. Back to center. Let's step the right foot top of the mat. We'll keep the left knee down. We're going to reach the arms straight up. You can go nice and easy on this one. Let the hips hang a little bit. Let's breathe. We'll take quite a few breaths right here. And when you are ready, let's bring the hands down on the inside. Right hand right inside the right foot. Keep the knee against the shoulder and the side. You could walk the hands forward, putting your forearms down. Don't forget to listen to the body and maybe take it easy. And don't forget to breathe. Good, let's switch it. So step that right knee back and left foot right forward, or stepping it forward. And we're going to reach the arms up. We'll stay here. Breathing, letting that right quad open. And down with the hands inside. So the knee is pushing against the shoulder and the side. The hand is on the inside of the left foot. You could stay here. You could work the hands forward until the elbows come down. Take your time and breathe. All right, so we're going to do hands at the top of the mat. We're going to step back and we're going to vinyasa to pigeon. So it'll be a little while. We'll lower down, up dog, down dog, and we're going to hold the right foot up for a couple of breaths. Try not to move the right armpit. Open up the knee, opening up the right hip. And throw that shin top of the mat. Scooch the left leg back. You could arch looking up to the ceiling, opening the chest. And then hands down, forearms down, head down. The right knee is outside of the right ribs, and we'll take several breaths here, dropping into breathing meditation. All right, let's step back. You can shake that right leg a little bit if you like. That's Stanley, by the way. He lives upstairs. We're going to lower down, up dog, down dog, and then left foot up. Breathing. Left armpit stays down, open up through the knee. And throw that shin top of the mat. And down, hands, forearms. And we breathe here. All right, excellent. Hands back down, step back. You could shake that leg if you like, it was bent. We're going to lower down one more time. Up dog and down dog. And let's sit down with the left leg out in front and the right leg in. And we're going to do a holding version of Janusirasasana, maintaining the straight back. So if you can get the toes, get the toes. If you can't, get the shin. But we're going to face forward, so we're not going all the way into the forward fold. You're welcome to go into the forward fold if that's what you're used to and that's what your body wants. This is a different version, so we keep the back straight with the shoulders locking back, looking straight forward, breathing. And let's switch the legs, right leg out. Grab the toes, same. Pull the shoulders back, keep the back flat, and we steer straight forward. Good, up again, both feet out in front. Turn the fingers behind you so that the fingers are pointing up to the feet. We're going to reverse plank, point the toes, lift the hips, look up. Good, back down, bring the soles of the feet together. Left hand grabs the small toes right on top. We're going to sit up real tall. You can butterfly the legs, pull the shoulders back and down, lengthen the top of your head to the ceiling. We'll take a few breaths here, and then we'll take a long hold in a moment in the next half of this. Great, let's forward fold. Push the elbows against the legs. Fold your heart towards the toes so you lengthen out the head a little bit forward. We're going to stay here breathing today. Good. Up. Let's reverse plank again. I move the camera so you'll be able to see it better. Fingers back there behind you. Point the toes, lift up the hips, look at the ceiling. And down again. We're going to bend the right leg for our twist. The left foot is pointing up to the ceiling or pulling back to the shin. Left hand grabs right arm, right hand behind you. Sit up tall. Shoulder back, looking back. You could also bring the elbow outside of your leg. And we're going to stay here breathing. Very nice. Let's switch it up. Right leg out. Left foot in. Right arm grabs the leg. Hand behind you. Sit up tall. Breathe. You bring the elbow outside if you like. Good. Back around. Both legs bent. We're going to bring the arms under the legs and roll back onto the tail. Let's bring the arms out and pull the shoulders back. You could stay right here. You could straighten the legs. You could bring hands in prayer to the third eye or to the toes. You could keep the legs bent. This is, of course, 1 of 5. Good. Cross the legs, grab the shins, sit up real tall. Top of the head up, shoulders back and down. Good. And number 2, your choice. If you want to straighten the legs, much more difficult. Shoulders back, though, either way. Breathing. Good. Cross the legs, sit up tall. Excellent. Number 3, back up. Good. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And number 4, up again. Cross the legs, sit up tall. Excellent. Last one, back up. Back up. Good. Hug the knees in, and we're going to lie down. Grab the shins with the legs just next to each other, not crossed. You can grab them with your hands or your forearms and bring the nose up to the knees. Good. Head down, feet on knees, 2 fists apart, longest finger almost touching the heel. And we lift the hips. As we lift the hips, tuck one shoulder, then the other, intertwine the fingers and push the arms down, push the hips to the ceiling. You could also do Urdhva Dhanurasana if you like. We'll take several breaths here. Good. Back down. You can bring the knees into the chest again, so it's a nice opposite movement. Good. We're going to go upside down. Many options. I'll be doing plow and then shoulder stand. If you prefer to go against the wall and put your feet up the wall or put your feet on the couch, that's great. Otherwise, we start with plow, kicking the feet up and over the head, legs straight, toes falling to the earth. You can have hands on the back or fingers interlaced with the arms down on the mat. And if your hands are not on the back, please place them there now and lift the feet straight up into the ceiling to the toes. I am bringing my feet forward so they're more over the elbows. That takes the weight off of my head. We want the weight in the shoulders and the elbows. If you can go straight up, great, but it's your choice. Let's breathe here. Allow the internal organs to drop down a little bit. We'll take a nice long hold. If you get uncomfortable, please feel free to get out. Otherwise, just stay right here. All right, bend the legs, bring the knees down towards the ears. You could stay there. The rest of us are going to grab the feet and lower ourselves into dead bug with the knees in the armpits and the soles of the feet facing the ceiling. You could stay still with the head down. You could rock around with the head down, or take a little more of this. Good, let's lay down flat. And we're going to lift the right leg up and grab both hands up towards the heel for a short little hold here. Nose towards the knee, shoulders off the mat. Excellent, and back down and other side. Breathing. And back down, head down, shoulders down. Bring the knees up into your chest, the arms out like a T. We take a breath in. As you breathe out, let the knees fall to the right as you look to the left. You could take the right hand and put it on the knees, pushing them down if you like. Look to the reaching hand, and we're going to stay right here. And up and over to the other side. Left hand can hold the knees down and look out to the right. Good. Up to center again. Hug the knees into your chest. Thank yourself for coming out. Tell yourself you did a good job. And then we are going to lay down flat. Once laying down flat, we are going to take the hands tonight and do our breath awareness meditation by placing the hands on the belly with the longest finger touching the other longest finger. And when the in-breath comes in naturally, the fingers come apart. And when the out-breath naturally happens, they come back together. And just letting that happen, the breath coming and going, being aware of it physically in the hands. And we're going to stay here for about 3 or 4 minutes. All right, let's move the fingers and toes a little bit. You can rotate at the wrists and the ankles. And go ahead and stretch your hands way over the top of your head, getting as long as you can, fingers to toes. We're going to pull the core down against the mat. Good. Bring your knees into your chest. And then roll yourself up to a seated position. Once sitting, we're going to bring the hands to the heart center and rub them together, making a little bit of fire. All right, like a big funnel, arms all the way up. We're going to take a breath in as much as we can get. We're going to breathe in more. We're going to hold the breath, tighten the legs, tighten the core, hold the breath. And let it all out. You're living your dream. Don't miss it. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming out tonight on Inauguration Day. Exciting. And it is DanielOverberger.com. You can find the links to my Venmo and PayPal there. We do this every Monday and Wednesday at 7. And that's it. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop the recording of this.